Having gear issues can be a major bummer. You could end up missing a session and just standing on the beach, or worse yet, have a long swim back to shore, all because you've neglected to check your gear and just rush right out. So I wanted to share with you this quick little pre-flight check that I've incorporated into my daily rigging routine. It doesn't really take any extra time, but it has saved me on more than one occasion. And more than anything else, it gives me that added peace of mind so that I can focus 100% on just having fun on the water. And isn't that why we're all here? In this video, I'm focusing on the kite side of things. If you want to check on the control system video, we'll leave a link to that down in the video description below. So let's get to the beach and run through the kite side. So we find a nice open area here, free and clear of any debris or as much as possible, so we're not going to damage the kite in the process of rigging. First thing I'm going to do is when I unfold it is go ahead and take a look at the zipper opening. Make sure real quick that the zipper card is all the way up and the Velcro flap is completely sealed. If it's not for any reason and you notice that the zipper is partially open, you want to go ahead and push the zipper card all the way up under the flap there and then fold the Velcro over so it's nice and even and flat. And that'll prevent the zipper from going any further down. Next, I'll go ahead and open the valve cover, and before I screw the cap in, I'll go ahead and make sure that the O-ring is in place and completely flush. It does need to actually be there because without it, the kite will slow leak. So with that in place, I can go ahead and screw this down, just hand tight, and open the top cap. Now I can see on this kite, the recommended pressure is between 8 and 9 PSI. From here, I'll go ahead and take the pump hose, lock it into place on the airlock valve, secure the kite here with the pump leash, and go ahead and inflate to the recommended pressure. So I'll go ahead and start pumping. And I'll keep an eye here on the gauge, knowing that the kite has a one-way valve in it. As soon as I stop pumping, the pressure will drop on the gauge. So in order to get a semi-accurate reading, what I want to do is go ahead and slowly pump up or down. And because that'll open the flap in the airlock valve, this will give me a more accurate pressure reading. So I can see I'm right where I need to be. So I'll go ahead and detach the pump hose and the pump leash. And now I can go ahead and thread the top cap on, lock it into place, and just tighten the whole valve down and secure the valve cover into place, locking the Velcro in. Next, I'll go ahead and pinch off the sprint system. And as I'm doing that, I'm taking a quick look at the sprint system as a whole, making sure the caps are threaded down, the clips look like they're working correctly, and none of the hoses are damaged. And after that, I'm going to do a quick visual scan of the LE and the struts, just making sure that the stitching on the closing seam and all the other places look good. Nothing's pulling apart, making sure I didn't snag anything on the last time I came in and had to do a self-landing. And just make sure that everything looks good and ready to go. If you do see any damage there, you want to make sure and address that before you go out, as that could end up damaging the bladder during flight. Next, we'll just do a quick visual scan of the canopy, and that's just to make sure that everything looks good, that there's no tears that went unnoticed. Sometimes you can get a clean slice in the canopy from dragging it or rolling it over on the beach, and a lot of times it can go unnoticed, and in which case the next time that area is under high load, whether it's you tomahawk the kite or just a big kite loop or just a really high load jump, you could end up blowing the kite canopy open from front to back. So you want to make sure and address that if you do notice anything. Final step for me of checking the kite is just to take a quick look at the bridle, make sure everything looks good, that the toe points all seem like they're in good shape, nothing's been damaged, there's no wear, nothing's loose, and we're ready to go. That's it for the kite side of things. I've incorporated this quick little pre-flight check into my daily rigging routine, and it's added only maybe an extra minute or so, but it saved me a ton of potential headaches and even possible kite mares over the years. If you have any questions about any of your gear, you could always drop us a note to support@cabrinha.com. Otherwise, be sure to check out the rest of our range on our website at cabrinha.com. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on the water. Aloha.